So hey y'all, if today is February 2nd, if people didn't know, there is actions going on in Gulfport, Mississippi. And I'm gonna play what's going on. So there is a video. Share screen. This one.
What the fuck is this? Don't touch her! Don't touch her! Don't touch her!
That's a lawsuit.
Don't touch her!
That's a
Don't touch.
lawsuit. That's a lawsuit.
Don't touch her!
That's a lawsuit. That's a lawsuit. That's a lawsuit. Get it on tape, get it on film.
What was the reasoning? Nobody has weapons. What was the reasoning for him to pull a pump shotgun on peaceful protesters? I want people to think about that.
Why are you can't even do anything? Why you got her face in the ground like that? Why are you pushing her? Look at the abuse. This is where our tax money's going. 15 feet. 15 feet. We're 15 feet. That's the law. We're 15 feet. We're 15 feet. Baby, some lawsuits coming. Lawsuits are coming. Lawsuits are coming. Lawsuits are coming.
Are you fucking kidding me? Don't push me. Don't fucking me. You are on the
And look how they treating him. Look how they treating him. Look how they treating him.
This is Gulfport, Mississippi police. You're a fucking bitch. You're a fucking bitch. You're a bitch. It's Black History Month. You fucking
Oh, they didn't
bitches.
already messed up in
You
this film.
fucking bitches. Are you fucking
And they
kidding
charge
me?
gonna be debunked.
What the hell you arresting them for? Why you got them detained? Why you put them down the fucking ground?
And they put it in the
Can you tell us what they're being arrested for?
Why are they detained?
Can we tell
Why are
They
they
can't tell you that. They want to do it so far. She didn't even do anything.
Why are they being? We will.
her kids?
Why are they being detained?
Boy, y'all done put Gulfport on the map today. Y'all done put Gulfport on the map today.
Why are they being detained?
Get out of the way! Back up!
Hey, wait, you can't walk towards her. Tell her. You can't walk towards her and tell her to back up. And you're in her face. You're in her face. You're in her face. Don't come. We're 15 feet. That's the law.
Why are they being
You're 15 feet. That's the law.
Why are they being
Don't say
detained?
shit to me!
Fuck you, you fucking pig!
No.
Why are they being detained?
Don't say shit to us!
Why are they being detained? You
They
can't
broke the law. We got it from here. 15 feet. You can't do that.
I got her! There's no reason to keep coming! We got her! We got her! There's no reason to keep coming!
Y'all coming towards us and making like we the threat. Y'all came here looking for a problem. Y'all put Gulfport on the map today. Threw that girl on the ground, pushed her face into the concrete, and tackled that boy into a corner. Come on.
You need anything?
Let's go get these attorneys. Let's go get these attorneys together. Come on.
My megaphone's over there.
Sad. Sick as hell. Now, the next video I'm about to play is somebody that is been out there for a while, and I feel her pain, and as being somebody that's been boots on the ground and when people don't pay attention.
This is why I've been talking about unity. We just arrested 3 of our people. 3 of our people for no reason. You don't show up, we die. We die. We get hurt. You stand for nothing, you fall for fucking everything. Everything. Say you're an ally, but a lot of you guys are fucking bastards because you guys refuse to show up when people like me and my organization and other organizers who are now fucking arrested need you. Fucking bastards. Who are you when you aren't performing for Black fucking trauma? Saturday is the protest. It's his birthday weekend. And if you guys do not show up, you allow them to do what they fucking did today. Today. What are you going to do? Are you going to watch from a fucking screen? Or are you going to drive down? Are you going to fly down and stand in solidarity with us, with his mama, with his sister, with his little brother? What are you going to do? He and Kevin's back. The officer pulls for his gun. All the precincts right now and demand the immediate release of Kevin, of Marquel, of Ariel, and of Christian. Why? Because we protect each other. Where's my Black brothers and sisters? Where's the activists? Where's the organizers? Where's the leaders? I'm in Gulfport, Mississippi. Where are you? I've been calling on you for 4 months. Jaheem been dead for almost 4 months. And your ass is still not out here. I'm no motherfucking celebrity, and I don't have millions of followers. I depend on my community to bring change. I depend on my community to show up. I depend on my community to be consistent. The time I need y'all the most. Where are y'all? I don't see nobody. I don't hear nobody. Nobody's calling my phone. In my group, we say my life is your life. Because it is. My life is yours. And your life is mine. Because I protect you and you protect me. Your joy is my joy. Your heart is my heart. Your fear is my fear. The sad reality of this whole situation is because we are advocating for Jaheim McMillan.
Afternoon, Gulfport police. Oh my God, oh my God. And they're just standing there. And they're just standing there. They're just standing there. Please screen record. Please screen record. Start your screen record. Gulfport police. Start the screen record. Everybody, send this out to your friend. Send this to every influencer. Send this to every influencer. Get everybody to Gulfport, Mississippi. The police are going to show and reveal the tapes. You are going to reveal the tapes. You are fucking petty. We just witnessed them. They're about to kettle. Stop, no! Oh my God. Run. Oh my God, baby. Stop, 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 stop. They're coming. Oh my God, disperse. Jesus Christ. This is exactly what I was trying to. Oh my God, Jesus. Oh my God, Jesus. This is exactly why we don't. Please, you guys, everybody, we were staying back with the mothers and children. Gulfport police, everybody, get everybody to Gulfport before they start tear gassing us. Grab the queen, get her the fuck out of here. Move her back, move her out, move her out. Move her out. Get to the fucking van. Tazzy, get to the van. Tazzy, get to the van. Go to the van. Everybody disperse. Back up. Everybody get to the, they're coming behind. They're coming behind. They're coming behind. They're coming behind. Get everybody out. Free my people. Free my people. Oh my God, you guys. This is why y'all have to show up. Stop leaving us defenseless. Stop leaving us defenseless. Back it up. 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 The covers. This is exactly why you have to show up. This is exactly why you have to stand up. Everybody, tag Palm Collective in here. Tag Palm Collective in here. If you have the ability, tag Palm Collective in here. If you have the ability, tag Palm Collective in here. If you have the ability, tag Palm Collective. Everybody, tag Palm Collective. Tag your influencers. Tag Obama. Tag whoever. Tag everybody in this live right now. Tag everybody in this live right now. Tag everybody in this live right now. Tazzy, take the speaker. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Pay attention! We are not losing nobody! Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
I got you.
Yeah, resting the white lady. Get back, everybody back, everybody back. Everybody back. Y'all see what time of day it is now? Have y'all ready now? Do y'all need more practice? I've been trying to change y'all for days. I'm training y'all for days. Get back, Ty. So we pulled up. A black woman cried, and we pulled up. And now our friends are getting arrested, but we don't give a fuck because we go still keep fighting because they can't kill us all. And when y'all get that shit through y'all fucking skulls and understand why we are out here, y'all will finally understand that this is not a game. Our ancestors died. If you're going to shoot your brother for a J, if you're going to shoot your brother because he shot your friend, you can shoot and understand that these police are going to kill us. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't ever give a fuck about us. They never give a fuck about us.
Way more of them, way more of us than it is of them. All we gotta do is stand up and unite. Let's go kill these bitches.
But y'all think it's a game. Y'all think it's a game.
Do you feel safe calling them? So what the fuck do we do?
Hey, we gotta get these attorneys.
Where is this lady?
That white lady was with us with her 2 kids earlier today, passing out flyers. We were changing the world. And when you change the world, you gotta stand up for something right. You gotta do something right. You gotta stand up for what's right. The time is now. No more 2024. Y'all gonna get it today. Y'all gonna learn today. Tell the Bomb Collective they took his screen. I'm so sorry, Bomb Collective. They're not trained. They couldn't keep him safe. I'm so sorry, Bomb Collective. Please, I'm sorry. Please tag Bomb Collective. Please tag Bomb Collective. Please tag Bomb Collective. Please tag Bomb Collective. Beth, I'm sorry. Beth, I'm so sorry. I didn't even say I'm so sorry. We're trying to train them. They just are babies. They're just babies. They're just babies. We got to get information on them. I need to know what precinct they're taking to.
All they had to do was have a meeting with us. All they had to do was fire the fucking pig, not Dr. Shaheen, but instead, Pig's gonna go on because what the fuck else do you do, bitch? We don't got time to be emotional right now.
Understood.
We don't got time to be emotional.
Understood. It's probably in the car.
No, I took it out. Small.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Stay dangerous. One sound, one voice. Your life is my life. Come on. Get in the car.
I need y'all to show up.
Come on.
All on film.
I'm on live.
Hey! Oh man, it's been a long week.
How are you?
Long week. Fuck. My headphone just died. Let me try and call in a second. 1 second. I'm sorry.
If you're tuning in on this live, something just happened on my page and I need you guys to go blow that story up. If you're tuning in on this live and I've met you on my travels, I've met you across the times that I've traveled, I need you to actually hear it right now. Normally I come to you guys, I'm yelling, I'm screaming, I'm crying. Right now, I'm serious. I'm so enraged that I have to be calm. I'm so enraged that I have to be still. I am so enraged that I don't think you guys understand the severity of what's happening right now. Our comrades just got brutally arrested in Gulfport, Mississippi after protesting. One of the people that I know, one of the people that was arrested on top of Marquell Bridges being arrested, who
I want to go back to this part because for me, this is
It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
oh, you know, as somebody that has been boots on the ground, it hurts me to see women. It hurts me to see people that are out here and just not even out here to cause violence, to cause graffiti, riot, but just out here to get answers, to get questions answered, for a mother to get justice. And that's the type of things that they bring. Yesterday was Tyree Nichols' funeral, and this morning the Memphis Police Department killed another man in broad daylight and in a library. And allegedly he had a gun. I don't know the whole story, but that, to me, they're not the judge, they're not the jury, they're not the executioner. They're police. They're supposed to protect and serve. Anywhere in their oath I don't see is to kill somebody. It's the sanctity of life, to keep the sanctity of life, and I don't see them doing that.
Hold on a second, though. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I want to say, from my understandings, in their writings or whatever, it says that they're only there to protect themselves, and like the justification is like for the safety of all, but it's
Right.
more so for themselves. Do you know what I mean? And from what I'm aware of, it's like shoot to kill, right?
Right.
Like they're allowed to shoot to kill under any circumstances to protect their own lives. But from my understanding, they're not here to protect anybody else's lives except for their own.
They definitely ain't here to protect poor people, colored, regardless of whatever that is. And because we even see with Tyree Nichols, everybody, I've seen a lot of people, if we get more officers that look like us, talk like us, walk like us, then we can make a difference. But it was crazy because I looked up Memphis police demographics of breakdown in race. They have the most black officers in America.
Yes.
So we can't say that that having more people, more officers that look like us, that's going to change anything.
Because let's face it, most of the blackest cities in America also have the most blackest police forces in America,
right,
and have the most crimes and atrocities, brutalizations by police amongst people of color. This is about race, but it's not about race in the way that people think. It's not white policemen just solely against black civilians. The lines are very blurred,
Right.
And I think that's what people need to think about here. It is a sense of us versus them, but it's us versus them when it comes to pigs versus civilians, period.
No, definitely agree.
And then you throw in the layer of race, because let's face it, why is it that Officer Hemphill got fired but no charges, and the black cops got charges? Yes, as they should. No good cops in a racist system, but equally
because the system exemplifies a straight white man.
See, the thing is that they're trying to continue to perpetuate the caste system, the hierarchy that we know of, that we all feel inherently in our blood. We're born into this system, right? So we feel it, but we never really can speak on it or articulate it. But they point it out for us every single killing that we witness. Every single killing that we witness, they're more defining what the blueprint is for us, the two different justice systems, so to speak, that we have. Look at Markel Bridges, this activist from Mississippi. What did he do wrong?
Nothing. He was just standing there, and that's
he
what
was standing there,
they were
standing
all
up
just
for his rights, speaking up for himself. Now, let me compare that to Lancaster City in Pennsylvania. There was as some of y'all know, Ricardo Munoz, a young 27-year-old man going through a mental health crisis, had a knife. Cop shot and killed him. The city took up resistance over the matter. There were people dressed prepared, as they should, for a militarized police force. If y'all are going to prepare yourselves, we should prepare ourselves as civilians. They didn't see it that way. They saw it as us trying to riot. say whatever you want. This is a scenario that has played out time and time again everywhere, right?
Right.
There's differences between Mississippi and Lancaster, and I'm gonna get to that. But we knew what the police force of Lancaster City was. We knew what we were facing. We knew how militarized they were. The law is now set up, and people have been charged now, and they're facing like 20 years for speaking out against a murder that was not okay. That was not right. That person should still be here. If 3 people jaywalk, if they see an opening in the street and they jaywalk at the same time, it's conspiracy to riot. Rights, people, your rights. So equivalent that to Markel Bridges. He was speaking up for the wrongful death and murder, slaying, lynching of a young 15-year-old boy.
I'm going to put something on the screen. I want to show people, because it's not just what we've seen in Gulfport today, but also Atlanta's Cop City.
Yes.
You know, they literally have.
But also the law. Are you getting to the laws that they just now changed?
Even that. That they charged 19 with domestic terrorism. If people don't remember, January 6th. I didn't see a majority of them being charged with the charges that are being brought on.
Well, they had the leniency to be able to rat on bigger politicians and get themselves, or plea deals and take lesser charges to get themselves out of those situations. Are you seeing poor black, brown, and poor white people that stood up for Black Lives Matter or unjust murders of police brutality getting the same deals cut to them?
Right. No,
it's not just the no good cops in a racist system. It's the people that work with those no good cops in a racist system, like the attorneys that claim that they are working with us and speaking for us. Are they really working with us and speaking for us, or are they just taking our money?
Right. But that's what's crazy. This is $90 million that they literally want to put. And I love democracy now. I think people need to pay more attention to independent.
Are we talking about the Stop Cop City thingy?
Yep.
You know, all of them fucking people are looking at 25 to life for domestic terrorism.
And that's, but you
They're
know,
doing absolutely nothing but standing out in the forest.
Oh yeah, and I seen that coming though, and everybody wanted, you know, when I was out here in 2020 and 2021, being boots on the ground, I've seen laws changing where it was the pedestrian would be at fault if we were protesting on the streets,
right?
And to now see things like this where domestic terrorism is being, but then yet I see power plants or power grids being blew up. I see
food supply plants are still going up in flames. Let's talk about the fact that the Trump policies that he took down
and carry guns.
The policies that Trump took down when it came to like factories just spewing stuff into the environment and into the water and the rivers and stuff, right? When Biden came into to power, do you think, wasn't he supposed to repeal these things so we could have a cleaner environment? Do you think he did that?
Nope.
No.
But yet people still, we and that's even like now. I see people, you know what bothers me is that I seen the Schumers, the Pelosi's, the AOCs doing all these things after George Floyd, but they're doing the same things after Tyre Nichols. How about passing some legislation? Because y'all want to give all this money to Ukraine. Y'all want, especially in Minnesota, we have the trifecta here. The trifecta. So that means we have the Senate, the House, and we have the governor's seat. But yet they pass driver's license for all, which I'm okay with, whatever. Abortion all the way up to full term, whatever.
But these are Band-Aids.
Right. What about public safety?
And you know what? Wrong matter of perception. Yes, it's a Band-Aid, but it's just to keep us barely alive and appease us and blind us just enough to make us think that they're doing something when effectively they're just keeping us barely alive just a little longer.
Yep.
Right. It is. And that's why they keep us on the what do you call that? The pacifier, the food stamps, the Section 8. You know,
It's like dangling the dollar right in front of our face just so we can barely grab it.
you know, instead of being about self-sufficiency, being homeowners, business
Right.
owners, teaching
Right.
us about LLCs, teaching us about 401ks, because I wasn't able to
Financial
bring that.
literacy.
Right. I wasn't able to pass that down on to my kids because I didn't even know.
Yep.
So, but I just wanted to chime in tonight because I haven't seen a lot about Jaheim McMillan.
Right.
I'm not seeing enough about Eric Holmes, Rasheem Carter, Sanaz Reed,
Derek Clark.
Right, Derek. There's so many, and
Day
I think
after
people
day.
are so caught up in Tyree Nichols because of you have the celebrities.
Yep.
You have some of the biggest names right now in the civil rights movement in Memphis, Tennessee. And here's my thing for that is they're getting paid. And this is people are gonna be like, oh, he's a hater, he's whatever. No, I understand the game and I understand what this movement is really about. And it's not about transparency. It's not about accountability, because if that was the case, we would already been have it, because the same people I was out there in the streets with in 2020 are now sitting in elected seats, but ain't saying a lip about Tyree Nichols. They're not saying anything about ending qualified immunity. They're not saying anything about making sure everybody's not homeless. What they're talking about is white supremacy. What they're talking about is getting behind the establishment. So if people can't understand that, I don't know what else to say, because I've sat back here this last week and I've sat here and all I can do is shake my head, because I couldn't even watch the funeral yesterday. When you're giving a eulogy and you can't even give the man's name right, you shouldn't even be up there. That's like the third time Al Sharpton has done that. And nobody says nothing. But I had more people come to me and talk to me about Charleston White, who was here in January, and talking about George Floyd. Man, listen, I'm not related to George Floyd. There was activists in there that had dinner with George Floyd's parents, that had with his brothers and sisters, and didn't say shit. So why would I say anything when they were there in person?
Talk about it.
So,
okay, now
I just got to say this, you know what I mean? I see all these press conferences. I see all these little galas, all these celebrations. I don't see no transparency. I don't see no accountability. And I damn sure don't see no justice.
I'll say it. Like, I think we kind of all are on the same page, and we all been so busy doing different things that we haven't had a chance to, to but I've been watching this whole circus with Tyree Nichols, right? And I'm kind of like this for a second.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Am I in Twilight Zone? What the hell is going on? What is wrong with people? Where were y'all going on now 3 years ago? And the way y'all feeling is like going way back to this basic mindset of, did y'all learn anything? Did y'all forget it all? What are y'all standing for at all? Or are y'all just taking the dog food that the media circus of mainstream media is feeding y'all, rehashing y'all, and packaging to y'all, and y'all just spitting it back up, just regurgitating shit that y'all don't know anything about? Where were y'all when Jaheim McMillan was shot in the dome with his hands up in front of Family Dollar? Where were y'all the whole time we've been boycotting Family Dollar and Dollar Tree? Where were y'all when Rasheem Carter's remains were found in the woods and the whole town of Taylorsville wouldn't provide any information? Where were y'all when Ronald Green was literally publicly lynched and it took us over a year to get any actual answers? Where were y'all the whole time Democracy Now! Has been spewing out this information on a regular basis? Stay ahead of the news or don't say anything at all. Because I'm seeing a lot of phony activism because people just want to ride a bandwagon and say that they've said something to be PC.
Right.
What is politically correct anymore, honestly? Because what, and we talk about this in the song, and a little plug right real quick, but if you don't stand for something, and I'm seeing a lot of people just standing on really shaky ground. The media, the mainstream media, excuse me, is not firm ground to stand on. Please don't regurgitate things without knowing the full story of things, or looking at the full picture, or wondering why all of a sudden are we talking about this all over again? Why is it that we're harping on 5 black officers
instead of the first officer who was white, who they wanted to cover up? You know, why are we? That's what I knew there was something funny with this whole situation. When they were so quick to throw out the 5 officers, and then when you seen the video, one of the first hands you see is a white man's. So I already knew something was funny with that shit.
You know what's crazy? You know how hard it is to pull up the fucking photographs that they have now that they had before, what they did to Jaheim McMillan's uncle? Do you know how hard it is to pull those photographs up now?
Really?
The chunk of his head missing? Yeah, apparently all that shit's gone. It got booted off social media.
I want to play something real quick, because this is that hypocrisy, that bullshit that we're seeing from 2020 still playing out today.
To change these laws, you need to hold these police officers.
A press conference today reacting to the video and asking for more change. Sammy Solina explains.
Are you going to just hope this doesn't happen again? We're going to live on hope? We need to live on law. Y'all need to change these laws. You need to hold these police officers accountable.
So clearly people are hurting here and hurting along with those in Memphis. A local church wanted to make sure they had a place built. Zion Baptist Church opened their doors to the public and for anyone who is looking to talk through what happened to Nichols or for a prayer. They did the same thing after the murder of George Floyd. They say that people need to talk through their emotions during a time like this.
We just thought it was important to open space for people to be able to.
I like him. I like this pastor. He is a very good pastor.
And to find purpose and healing in the midst of the tragedy.
Admission of anger, of fear for our own children, our own well-being from, as one lady kindly put it, those who we're supposed to look to protect and serve, who we were taught to run to as in our childhood if there was an issue or a concern or a fear or a danger. And now, unfortunately, that can be the danger.
The pastor said he's trying to open the conversation in his community on how to channel.
Given the levels of crime and murders and everything skyrocketing, mental health issues skyrocketing since 2020, right? The pandemic and everything else. Why did we stop having these kinds of resources? Why did it take mainstream media, public outcry over someone for whatever reasoning they see fit to distract us is irrelevant? But, you know, we should always have this. We should always have this sense of community for people. In my opinion, when this isn't going on, the Tyree Nichols situation, there's more of a need for this kind of stuff it's going on all the time.
Right.
There's shootings all the time, but y'all are focusing on this one. And I'm not saying that that we shouldn't be focused on it. It's a great time. People are thinking about it. They're talking about it right now. Here, we're taking advantage of this to talk about it right now. So I'm not downing it, but that just made me think, why are we not doing this all the time?
Right. Well,
I do dig that though.
I definitely agree. I think we do need to start speaking out more about trauma and experiences that we go through in our communities, so that we can unite, because I do believe that we all go through, regardless of whatever community it is, if it's rural, if it's inner, if it's the
Here it
ghetto
is.
projects. You know, we all have
This
problems.
is what they did to Jaheim's fucking uncle. This is what they did.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, to
I
put
gotta
that
put a
trigger
trigger
warning up.
one. I'm trying to find it right now.
I got you.
Oh, you got it, man.
This is
All right,
why
hold
we
on, Matt,
fight.
because I'm gonna put you, spotlight you. Solo, I'm
This
gonna put
is
you.
why we fight.
Show it again. Go
Show it
ahead,
again,
Matt.
Matt.
Show it again.
Look at
So
that.
Jaheim.
That's Jaheim's uncle, Marvin.
Gulfport, Mississippi.
Yep.
Thank you, Chaz. And that's the whole reason why what I think what sparked this conversation was the fact that in Mississippi today, they were demanding justice for Jaheim McMillan, and they got kettled and arrested. And one of the most prominent activists and protesters and speakers in Mississippi and in the Gulf region, down in the South, for stolen lives, they arrested him for no substantiated claims whatsoever. He did nothing wrong. He was standing there with his megaphone. He was not on private property. He was not doing anything unlawful. And they arrested, kettled, detained. They chased people down, threw them to the ground. They held up to one of our other comrades. Shout out to Justice Jaheim. They pointed a big ass rifle in his face and told him back the fuck up. They did this to countless other protesters who were non-violently, peacefully protesting for the lynching of 15-year-old Jaheim McMillan, who was gunned down with his hands up in front of a Family Dollar. Where were you when this happened?
Right,
We
and
need,
that's the
we
part
need you now.
That bugs me, because this isn't somebody this isn't a man that shot at police.
Right.
We're talking about a 15-year-old child who had his hands up, complied, and the police still shot him and killed him. And
left
not
him.
only that, but beforehand with his uncle. And then the mother comes, and because if people don't know, it would have been Jaheim's 16th birthday, I believe, yesterday.
Yep.
It would have been his 16th birthday. So they've had actions planned since January, I think it was 28th, all the way up to February 4th.
Yes.
Which is today. So Saturday, I think, is the last day of actions or events for Jaheim.
Mm-hmm.
But to have the mother out there and to see all of this, well, people, and I want people to know, because I think the only really big prominent name there was Markel.
Yep.
And they did that for a reason, because they wanted to show the rest of Mississippi, we're done. We're not, listen, just because Memphis is scared of y'all, we're not. People have to pay attention to that, right? You gotta pay attention to that, because they know Gulfport, Mississippi is a ways away. I'm in Minneapolis. Matt's in Fall River, Massachusetts. John Taylor's in Pennsylvania, right? So my question is, where are the big organizations that have money, that have the resources? Why ain't y'all down there?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because y'all were in front of the cameras yesterday to take pictures with Spike Lee, to take pictures with Al Sharpton. You know what I'm saying? Y'all were down there for your photo ops. Right. Now, where are you at for the real boots on the ground, Tamika, my son?
The actual work that needs to be done, because there's so much work that needs to be done out there, and they're sitting here, excuse my language, but they're pussyfooting with cases that don't need our attention. I'm gonna say it.
This movement ain't a photo
if these officers are so swiftly arrested, right? And we're so quick to jump on, oh my goodness, justice for this, we're getting justice, yay. You know, now, okay, continue to ride their asses. Now come over here. We need your attention, because there are other cases that are still getting trampled on, and we're not getting anywhere. We need justice for Jaheim. We need justice for Rasheen.
Yeah.
Okay. We need justice for countless others. Derek Clark.
The
Anthony
crazy
Harden
thing
still.
The crazy thing is each major case that hits major national spotlight shows us how much more work we need to do on the smaller cases that don't get the limelight. Like legit, every single death that we've had that's hit national spotlight has shown an even bigger spotlight for us as activists on the lesser known names.
Well, I didn't want to make this a long live tonight. I know that tonight on the Leon Block, we have a special event tonight for an artist, Circumstantial Saint, album release party. So, Matt, you got any final thoughts tonight?
Not really.
Not really. Not really. You got anything, Jontel?
Yeah. So I'm very disappointed, frustrated, disheartened, and for the past 2 weeks, I've been mentally trying to ground my mind to articulate how disturbed I am with American society and their response to this whole situation. I'm very disappointed in Black people. I'm very disappointed in our so-called comrades who, for the most part, largely quote-unquote comrades, since 2020 haven't really said anything. They went about their regular lives, and now they come out the woodworks claiming that they're these big bad activists and they've got something to say, but they're saying the wrong things about the wrong things. Again, where are your thoughts on Jaheim McMillan or Rasheem Carter? Do you know anything about Rasheem Carter exactly? Because, I mean, people are talking about, to some extent, Jaheim, but no one's talking about Rasheem. And that there's really a lot of work that needs to be done with that. We need your help. Where are you? Because your priorities are in the wrong places. So, again, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disheartened. And I'm very disturbed at the fucked up things I'm seeing people saying. Like, even y'all liberals, everyone's on some really phony, disturbing stuff, and I'm sitting back like, if I say something right now, it's gonna go over everybody's heads. But at the same time, maybe it just needs to be said and it's out there, and at some point, someday, it'll make sense to people. But I'll be over here doing the work that I was doing, whether you see it or not, because I know that Facebook algorithms, we post stuff every day, 24/7, 365, all the time about news that is going on regionally, nationally, globally. I wonder if you pick up what we put down, because the mainstream media really ain't putting down shit.
No, they not. They're giving out narratives.
And that's in it for the election, man. Mainstream media was really only in it for the election.
But also think about where we're at. There's a lot of different things that's coming to a head right now, and we could talk about that in a whole different episode. But I just want to leave people on a note of why is the mainstream media harping on this so heavily to the point where they're shoving it down your throat, and you know all of what's going on all of a sudden with Tyre Nichols, but you don't know anything about Jaheim McMillan or Rasheem Carter. Why is it that Markel Bridges, the most prominent activist speaking out and putting out awareness about these cases, why is it that he just got arrested and detained today for no reason when they, as Chaz just said, Brother Chaz just stated that there's been about a week's time of different events to spread awareness further about this. Why is it that now all of a sudden they're being silenced? Think about this. Think about the fact that if the world knew about what was going on with Rasheem and Jaheim, there would be a lot more unity today in this movement. Why is it that they want you to think about everything that's going on with Tyre Nichols and that whole case and everything that's going on in Memphis? Think about how much division it sows. Think about how much different debates it sparks around race. Not that we don't need to have these conversations. We do need to have these conversations concerning race and police and all. No good cops in the racist system, but let's face it, there still is a hierarchy. There still is two law justice systems. Right. Okay. We know this. However,
let's use Tyre Nichols' case as an example to show that it doesn't matter what race or culture these cops are. They're going to abuse citizens' rights no matter who you are. So we need to fight against police brutality at all levels. All
All
levels.
levels. Right. Oh, I definitely agree there.
And agree with you more too, man.
Definitely do.
Because authority can be any face, any color. It don't matter. Authority is authority.
So I was looking for something to share
They
here.
could look like me or they could look like John Tell. It don't matter. Cops are cops. They're going to be who they are. So we need to.
With that being said, I'm always going to get the shittier end of the stick based off of the example that's shown to us.
Right.
No matter what.
Right. And that's how it goes for.
So at the end of the day, it's still not equal. It's still house niggas versus actual slave masters versus actual Klansmen. There's an unsaid. That's it. We need to make an episode called The Unsaid Hierarchy.
I'm down with that.
I'm down.
So I'm going to put some numbers and email information that you guys can call and check up on our comrades that are down in Gulfport, Mississippi. You can call.
Does anybody know the name? Does anybody know the name of like the local news outlet for Gulfport? I'm gonna check and see if they put anything down.
Get in touch with Meg. She should have that. I do have it somewhere down in our files, but she would probably be able to whip it up in a jiff.
Gulf Live, I found one. Let's see if I can see if they have.
So there's WLOX TV. I see them. But otherwise, that's it. But we're gonna get off here. Like I said, coming up soon, we have a special event for Circumstantial Saint, his album release party. Please tune back in. I know that was supposed to start at 8 o'clock Eastern. It's 7 o'clock. Well, yeah, whatever. I get the times mixed up. But I really want to thank y'all for tuning in, and please stay informed. Know what's going on in your community, and what I mean by your community, you should look as the whole United States of America being your community. Especially, you should be worried about your backyard. And with that being said, win or fail, freedom or jail, heaven or hell, wish me well. Y'all have a great one.